Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. He's going to lose a yard on
What type of fucking blocking was that, bro?
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop
I'm
back
just sitting and cover fucking
Nothing going on that last run.
cover fucking far. Far. Far.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds.
How did it go, D?
Three tight end look on first and 10.
What you do?
On the option. Now the pitch. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting
That nigga playing Ghosted too. Tsushima.
Find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on.
I be forgetting you can't dive like this shit college, bro. Fuck. I just gave him a free score.
Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The give on the inside. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Collier. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Utah. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Ringo!
give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Underwood. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. No huddle offense to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
Razor. Ready, go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defense.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab for a big play. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Gets open down the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Blue 42 strong. Return.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Maverick.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Wolverines! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field.
Let's go. Break.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
Set. Kill. Check. White 80. Brooke, push time. Patriot.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone.
Here we go.
Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Looking left. Got him downfield. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Check. Black 93 Wizard. Black 93 Wizard.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a wide open receiver. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Sends it downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to barrel in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Whew, we needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Got room to work. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic.
Get set. Alamo, Alamo.
Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Underwood. Extending the play. Got a man, it's Collier. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Ready? Kill.
On 1st down, he'll just run the quarterback sneak. That doesn't seem very creative. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little farther. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
Check, check. Black 33, mouse choice. Blue 22.
They'll open the second half on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He wants to change this route. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That's reeled in, it's Covey. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
To the air on first down. Fires it down the seam. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UMass managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the weather there in Amherst this week. These Minutemen are to blame for this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, you get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback.
Ready? Break. Single, single. Blue 85.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
82 Monster Indy. Muskrat.
Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it past the marker. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Set.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down, looking for more. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the catch at the 10. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They want to run this quarterback. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Now on second down.
Ready.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He'll pull it down and run. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Ellington. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
DBs right up on the receivers. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So
he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Temple rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback keeps it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hayes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10.
Yankee Blue.
The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it behind the line. It's Reynolds. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just delivered.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
All eyes.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. Plows through the defense. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. The guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Check. Blue 42 strong.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
If there's time to pad the stats. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up.